Welcome back to YouTube How To. This is your guide, Andrea Jean. Today, I'm going to give it to you all like usual. I want to give you hope, inspiration. I recently put in my resignation of quitting a corporate job of 7 years that fully supported my family, a six-figure income. And I only say that to give you some context here that I now am able to do YouTube full-time as a part of the Andrea Jean company here. Okay, so everything that I share with you here today is meant to help you. It is not meant to be boastful. And we'll get into that a little bit more here in a second. But the channel that I'm referring to here, in which I have a video that has 2.5 million views, I believe, or 2.2, something like that, is this one right here. I guess it's at $2.6 million. So I'm going to share with you how much this video has made me. I'm going to show you ways that you can do this too. And this was before I had 98,000 subscribers here, because I remember when I first started this cleaning channel, this channel has evolved and I wanted to be home with my babies full time and I wanted to leave the corporate world and I didn't quite know how. I want to show you things that you may have never thought are possible. I want to challenge any limiting beliefs that you may have around this particular topic. But before I do that, let me just close these down. Shelby Church, who I greatly appreciate, and Cathrin Manning are just wonderful, wonderful women. I would be so honored one day to maybe work with them. But Shelby had shared in a video, and you guys, when I was first starting YouTube 2 years ago, I watched all the vidIQs, I watched Sunny Lenarduzzi, and I'll get into that here in a minute here, but what I experienced is way beyond anything that I have learned from these creators. Now, they've definitely created a backbone of just amazement, but I'm going to blow your mind here because my mind was blown, and I'm not just saying that to be clickbait and get you to stay to the end of the video. We'll get to that here in a second as well, but I really want to help you. That's my mission in life. That's what I wake up every morning at 4:30 and meditate on, is just to be the best human being that I can be and I was placed on this earth to do. So anyway, Shelby had shared in this video, you probably have seen this video. It was her 100 million viewed video. Let me just pull up this right here. This is the video that I'm going to reference here when I show you specific numbers, and I do this to give you some context for when I show you mine. And this guy right here, you guys, if you watch him, and like I said, I give it to you straight. Stop watching his content. I'll get into that too as well. So like I said, this video is going to be jam-packed with so much stuff. So Shelby had shared in her video that had 2 million views that she had made $743. And I mean, that's a good chunk of change. I would take that, right? But I wouldn't think, oh, I can, quit my corporate job, buy private health insurance for my family, and do what I love to do. And then she also shared something else. Let's see, it's this one right here, I think. Okay. So on that video, it ended up earning, this was a separate video. I think it had, 1.5 million views. She had earned at this time $6,000. And again, that would be really awesome money to have. But when I was watching this video like a year ago or more, I wasn't like, oh, that would support my family, that sort of thing. Good money, but I didn't think I could rely totally on Google AdSense. And I don't think you can, but I'm going to open your eyes to some things about what is really possible. The other thing that I want to show you here is Cathrin Manning. Again, I appreciate her so greatly. I think she's just a wonderful person, and I appreciate her transparency of helping other online creators and YouTubers here. So she had made, I think this was her last Google AdSense report, $9,800 for this month of October that we can see here. And mine was more than this, you guys, and I have a much smaller channel. I think she's nearing 300,000 subscribers, so it's not on the amount of subscribers that you have here as well. So this is just to give you some ideas. The other thing that Shelby had posted in her video, she took a poll from, I think it was her Instagram, and asked how much people thought a 1 million viewed video would make. And she got some different opinions on that. But what she actually shared is it's about $2,000 on average, anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000. And again, what the numbers that I show you are way beyond this, way beyond this. And in my videos that I have linked in the description box, I dive into the exact strategies of how I've done this. One other thing I want to dive into here really quickly is that this video is not for you if you are easily offended. I'm a straight shooter here. That's my personality. That's how I know the best way to give it to you. I love hard. I appreciate I appreciate people learning. I appreciate people wanting to change their lives as I have changed my own life. And if you are here because you want to make a quick buck as fast as possible and you lead with me, I, this video is also not going to be for you. And I know this video is longer, and it's because it's meant for people that truly want to create profitable businesses, sharing their gifts and talents with the world through the power of YouTube. So let me just give you a little background information really quickly. So about, 3 years ago in my corporate job, sitting in the cube, I started watching these mommy YouTube channels such as, Love Meg, you may be very familiar with, the Micah Stoffers. Who else did I watch? I watched, what is her name? Not Brittany. Well, I can't think of her name. Why can't I think of it? Let me just do this. Her name will pop up for me. She's big in the cleaning community, not Cathrin Elaine. Someone else, if she comes to me, I can't think of it. Oh my word. Oh, this is what it is. Bits of Brie. I can't remember. And what I was most drawn to with these women, it was how did they stay home with their babies but also make YouTube videos? That's what I wanted to know. I was not interested in their new cars and their diamond rings and the me, I. Like, look at how fabulous things seem to be. And I don't mean that to be pejorative in any way, but that's just kind of how I interpreted what I had seen. I wanted to know how they did it. So I made it a vow to myself that when I figured out how to do it, I would share it with the world to help other women in a different sort of way. Not by leading with what I have and all that, but with knowledge and how I can change your life in the most remarkable way. And this channel was an accident, by the way. And if you're new here, I have several YouTube channels. I won't dive into that in this video. It all worked out. But this channel was an accident. I never thought that I'd be able to quit my corporate job relying from this cleaning channel. I mean, I started, let me just give you background here really quick. I'm going to go to some of my oldest videos. I mean, I did the cleaning, the speed clean with me, and that's a video for another time about how this whole channel transitioned from this to what it is now, because that's a pretty cool story. That happened by accident and just trusting my intuition. But the other thing that I found here is I learned greatly from Sunny Lenarduzzi. I think she's a wonderful woman. I just appreciate everything that she has done for YouTube and showing women what's possible. The vidIQs, I think is what it is, vidIQ, like that. They've given some really useful comment information, the Nick Nimmons. But the other thing that I would always walk away from their videos is that there was just more. There had to be more to the story, because I would implement all these tactics and still, I just couldn't get the momentum that I needed. I knew there was more. And what I found is that's generally in their paid products. The more is in the paid products. So most of the time you only get part of the picture, but what they've done and shared has been just super helpful, and I'm grateful for them. So when I created this YouTube how-to channel, I had to make some decisions around, am I going to give it to you all or kind of withhold some of the things? And I said, I'm going to give it to you all. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And I have other ways that I can monetize outside of Google AdSense and showing you how to create YouTube. And we'll dive into that here as well. So now I'm actually going to take you behind the scenes here in my office, because I think this context is going to be really helpful for you in the long run. By me just showing you how much money I've made is not going to help you. Okay. So it's going to motivate you and show you what's possible, but I really need to give you just some really superb context. All right, here we are. I can cry just thinking about how I'm going to share the story with you. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, get back to it, Andrea. So 2 years ago, I moved to work at home. Again, this was another sort of barrier that I had in my life, is wanting to do work at home, but my company or my department did allow it. And actually all this stuff is going to be gone here in the next couple weeks. And I only have about 2 shifts left of work. So I am a licensed mental health professional. I'm licensed in the state of Wisconsin now. This is my Minnesota license because I had relocated to be closer to my family here in Wisconsin. And this is what I have here at my desk. And I have these things to remind me that I have a multimillionaire. And when I share these sort of things with you, the first and primary thing of anything I think about is, in order for any of these sorts of things to happen, I know that I have to change your life in the most remarkable way. That's what I lead with in every single thing that I do. And if I do that, I could die a happy woman. These things are icing on the cake. Okay, so I have these reminders. I have women that I have been inspired by that have done remarkable things that I appreciate so greatly. The other thing, I have just Post-it wall here, and I review these almost every single day. I mean, this is a book, this is a Robin Sharma book, Life's a Game, don't take it too seriously, have fun, laugh, dance. Like, these are all the things outside of just doing YouTube and making money that have kept me inspired, because I tell you this, I can teach you all the ways to be successful, to make money, but it's the mindset and everything else behind it that truly is going to propel you and give you the gas and momentum for the rest of your life, okay? I asked myself, how will I be a champion today? This is a book from the champion's mind. Sarah Blakely, I just adore what she has done. You guys, she created Spanx. She's a billionaire. If you're interested in who Sarah Blakely is. And this has been my goal, the #1 household name for female empowerment and business, because I know if I've done this, I have changed so many people's lives. If you've been here for the past 2 years, you kind of know a little bit about my story and kind of some of the things that I have been challenges for me in my life and that I'm now using as fuel to help other people. I have a vision board here. This has changed a little bit. I wrote it in May, but there's certain things on here that look a little bit differently in my mind. But this one right here, you guys, I wrote this May 4th. 100% self-employed, and December 22nd. Oh, this is happening. So if you're watching this video, I hope this is inspiration for you, that you can really do anything that you set your mind to. I'm going to show you something else here really quick. Okay, I have probably a bunch of confidential stuff you're not supposed to see. I wrote this book my first year. I haven't published it because I don't know how I'm going to put it into the world yet, but there are testimonies from women that have believed in me about why they started doing YouTube and just wanting to make extra money to support themselves and share their gifts with this world. And here we are in a place where I truly feel that I'm living this now. Okay, so I just needed to show you some of the context behind what has gotten me to this point. And challenging limiting beliefs is a huge one of that. So let's dive back into the computer so I can show you some numbers. Let me show you something really quick. I mentioned that I meditate. I'm not saying meditate or anything like that, but I created this channel out of a passion project because meditation has really helped me challenge limiting beliefs that I've had about anything in my life. You know, it doesn't even mean about how much money you can make on YouTube. And the numbers that I show you here in just a second, right after this, is really interesting because I really feel like I'm just getting started with growing the Andrea Jean company and using YouTube as a platform. And it just really feels like a dream come true. So, whew, man, it's like 2 years of just blood, sweat, and tears. I have come to this point to really share this with you and help you. Okay. Anyway, here, let me pull you the numbers here. Okay, so it's this video right here, the 2.6 million viewed video. I'll show you something here also really quick. This video, because of all the strategies that I've applied and I've learned, just my own trial and error, the vidIQs, the Sunnies got me started on a good foot, but truly what I've learned is just diving in and finally saying, you know what, I'm going to do things how I want to do them, and I'm just going to experiment. And that's how I've come to learn how to get a viewed video at 164K in 6 days for a video that I had so much fun creating, things that I have learned about cleaning in my life as a busy woman, you know, managing a job and 4 kids. So like this was really remarkable. The other day I was recording a video and I hadn't even noticed that this video blew up like that. But anyway, let's get into customized channel. And again, I don't mean to just leave you to the end to just clickbait you and show you the numbers, but like my ultimate goal here is to change your life. And that's beyond just showing you how much money things have made. So, okay, let's look here. Let me actually, well, I'll get to this and then I'll share something else helpful to you. So here's the video I'm just going to kind of show you when my average income is going to be just at this point, moving into 2021. This video, since published, and it's been 7 months old, has made me $35,000, and it's at 2.7 million views. And this is wild, you guys. This is so wild. And this video could probably get about 17 million views. So this number will only continue to go up, especially as my channel grows, and we're almost at 100,000. So I just thank you for all of you that have been a part of Andrea Jean Cleaning since its inception. So the other thing I want to show you here is, let me just close this down. Shelby Church had shared her revenue for Google AdSense for, here it is. This was just off her YouTube revenue for, I think it was this past year. She made $118,000, and I've been averaging, and I'll show you here in the back end, about $12,000 per month. And this, again, this is all pre-tax at 12 months. So that's $144,000 a year, which is more than someone who has 1 million subscribers. And again, I only say that to show you what's possible. You don't need millions of subscribers to create awesome content for people and do something that you love. This video is really meant to just help challenging any sort of limiting beliefs that people have had, and ones that I have had as well. So let's go back into my analytics here. I do want to show you this. Let's go to customize channel. I'll just show you the last payouts for this particular channel. And again, I feel like it's just kind of getting started. Let's go to revenue. Okay, here we go. Let's just expand this. I like the other view better. Let me do that. That was better. Sorry, guys. Okay, bear with me. Just to kind of show you like the way that things have gone so far. Wrong one. Analytics. Revenue. Okay, so these are, so in July, this is where things really started to change on my channel. And this was a tester video. This was kind of a video that I experimented with. And you guys, my audience did not love this video, and I thought it was a complete flop. And this is where I call my 3-month magic. I've talked about this in a previous video, but and Shelby Church even shared this, and actually Cathrin Manning had shared this as well. Some of your best videos take a while to take off. Maybe your audience doesn't necessarily love them, but YouTube pushes out to a few people that love it outside of your audience, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So if a video doesn't perform well right away in your channel, don't assume that it's not going to down the road. August, I made 11,000. September was 12,000. October was 12,000. November was 9,000. In December, 4,600. I don't think this is going to be the final number here, because I actually got paid out. These numbers aren't always accurate of what's in your Google AdSense account. There's a delay. I'm wondering if I should pull up my Google AdSense account, because I actually got paid $12,000 in November. Let me just pull that up here for you. All right, so we are in my Google AdSense account. So, and again, this is just paying out on this one cleaning channel. The last payment in November was $12,000, and so December 21st, around that day, it's going to be just under $10,000 for my cleaning channel. So there's just a slight discrepancy. The book that I've written, I'm doing it. You can see here, this is the back end of things through Kindle Publishing. I also have some journals that I've created that I sell on Amazon and on Etsy, because I do journal every single morning. I credit to a part of how I've been just kept a good mindset in everything and stayed with things. So I'm going to show you some things that I want you to consider, not about other people in particular, but for you and your own YouTube and business building journey. This Kevin David guy, guys, watch out for stuff like this that you see online. I've watched a few of his videos. I've seen what he does. It's to lure people in. I mean, it's just how to make all this money online, and you watch, it's just garbage. You guys, don't consume this stuff. This is going to be a waste of your time. And this is the kind of stuff that drives me crazy. That's all I'll say about that. The reason this came up in my mind again is because as I was researching this video, Kevin knew that this video performed well, and so he created one like it. And you can see he created a little bit longer, because that's a strategy that you should do on YouTube. At least it's a helpful one. I do dive into that in some of my videos. linked in the description box. I do want to show you this when I'm finished up here by showing you the different tips that you can implement to help increase views and whatnot on your video. I want to show you, let's go back to YouTube how to. And all of the channels that I've created, I'm absolutely passionate about. It is content that I could do for years and years on end. Let's pop in the description box of this video right here. And if you haven't, I really hope that you will sign up for my weekly newsletter where I share more behind the scenes of what I'm doing right here to help you on your own way in a real authentic way. But also I want you to watch these videos right here if you're interested in all the strategies that I have incorporated to get that cleaning channel to what it is. I mean, I don't leave anything out really that I can think of at this point. So here's some things that I want you to consider when you create your own content. I said this a million times and I'll say it again. You have to be passionate about the content that you are creating, because if you chase numbers, money, subscribers, you will burn out and you will not love what you're doing and you will quit before you really get to see the success of things. Let me just show you some videos on this channel. I have so many hidden on this channel, you guys, because this channel, let's just go from I don't know. Let's actually look at you guys. I have 135 pages of videos on this. I knew if I wanted to learn quickly on YouTube, I needed to try out so many different things. You guys, on this channel, I had fitness content. That's what I started with because I love fitness. I had sort of self-help, mindfulness, related content on here as well, and it didn't perform well because I didn't know what I was doing on YouTube. I didn't know how to use the YouTube algorithm and the platform to reach my audience and share my message with this world. Like, I'm just showing you, and we're going back into like the archives of this channel. Here we go, guys. I did these videos like how to get motivated faster, how to create a schedule, how to get more productive in your morning. I mean, even older on this, you guys, I started with my iPhone posting like just random embarrassing stuff, you know, but here's the thing, like you can do anything that you want. It's often cultural barriers, limiting beliefs that get in the way of what you do. And that's where I stand apart in how I do this content in this channel. I mean, here's the workout stuff, but I'm super pumped because now I get to do my fitness content in a way that I know will actually reach more people and help more people. And it's something that I just love to do already. That's amazing when you can marry those two things. And that's what I help you do as well. So there is that. So here are the things that I want you can apply for your own content, okay, about how to increase certain things. Your CPM is huge. I think mine's currently about $22, and Shelby's, I think hers at that time was about $19 or something like that. And this is essentially the cost per view. Niche is so important. So if you did like a tech niche, those are way more profitable than if you did like vlogging. You're not going to make much money off vlogging. The other thing I want to point out here really quickly is brand deals are not my thing. Like that's not a primary I have not done any at this point. And I knew that this is not how I wanted to, I guess, create my content and rely on how to support my family and do what I love. Like, why would I go from a corporate job where I have a boss to then have a brand who's kind of my boss too? You guys get what I'm saying here? So I thought either, I need to rely on brand deals to be successful. But I'm showing you here on Google AdSense, you can make a good amount of money to support your family. Like this doesn't have to be a part of the equation. If I do brand deals, it's going to be with companies and brands that I absolutely love and that are highly reputable. Okay. And I'm not going to get into that at this point. That's a whole nother video. The other thing that I want you to consider here is your audience. So I'm 35. I'm going to be 36 here in January. Generally, people that are older, the idea is that they have more, I guess, disposable income at their fingertips. And so generally ads and advertisers will pay more to put ads on particular videos based on my audience. And again, that varies from channel to channel. I'm not going to get into it here because I know that you have busy schedules, but on my meditation channel has 2,000 and some subscribers. I make about $100 or so a month. And again, that's a passion project. Will it grow? Yeah, absolutely. But that's not the primary intent at this point. Okay. The other thing that I want you to pay attention to is that it's not about subscribers. In fact, most of your watch time will not come from your subscribers. Love your subscribers because they are some of the first people to see your videos. But if you, again, don't have many subscribers, please do not let this be a barrier or, again, a limiting belief around you sharing your message with this world, and do something that you really love. The other thing in your content, I stress this day in and day night, it's not about you. It's about the value you provide and how you help people. And think of it from a consumer. You popped in this video because you want to learn how to do something. You want to be helped in your own life. And I always take that into consideration when I create any of this content. No one cares about Andrea Jean Fitness until I've created a video that was helpful to you in your life. And then you may be interested in Andrea Jean. Same with Andrea Jean YouTube how-to. You're not interested in me and what I'm doing, but you are interested in how I've done what I've done so that you could apply the principles to your own life. I mean, that's how things go, especially when you are first getting started. And if you can keep that at the forefront of your mind, you'll be successful. Okay, so some other things that I want you to consider are this for your own channel and content and making money. I talked about niche, unbox therapy. Let me just show you here really quick. Like, if you love tech stuff, I mean, this guy is doing very, very well. And you know what? I'm guessing he started because he just absolutely loved tech stuff. Because these products cost more money. He probably makes a ton off of affiliates. I'm just going to go ahead and probably assume that here. And even Cathrin Manning, I think she had shared, like, she made 10 grand in a recent month off her affiliates. And she's not a tech channel, so it doesn't just have to be tech related things. So let's move on to this number 6 idea here for you. Consider the need for your topic. And what I mean by this is, remember I told you that I have a video, my video that has already paid me $35,000. It depends upon the need for like, how often are people likely to view this video is, I guess, the best way that I could say it. And because I've seen a video related to this that had 17 million views, I know that people are very interested in this topic. Whereas, let's just say my meditation channel, you guys, it's just so like a niche sort of area. It's very particular about your voice and whether people find your voice and your style and your cadence I guess, pleasing to their ear and in their meditation. So at this point, the views are quite low. Now, these can get a lot of views, but it may take me longer. But again, it just takes one video to move your entire channel. One video, you guys. And that was that video that made me $35,000. It really started to pick up pace in my channel here, which I'm so beyond grateful for. How many ads that you placed in your video? There's not a right way to do this. My husband watches tons of like deer hunting and kind of vlogging type stuff, and they would put like 10 ads in their videos, and I could never imagine doing that. I will do one in the beginning, and for meditations, it's just one at the beginning. The other channels, which is only the cleaning one, which is monetized, I will maybe do one in the middle if it's like an 8-minute video, and that's it. That's just my personal preference, but you ultimately decide how many ads, and the more ads, potentially the more money you can make, but also the potential that people are going to click off your video. So that's that on ads. The other thing is you want people to stay on your video. And so you have to keep providing people with value and things that are helpful to their life. Like if you're just going on and on about what you ate for lunch and how fabulous your life is, like that may not keep people to the end of the video. So it's just important to think about the consumer and what would be helpful for them. And when that can be at the forefront of your mind, everybody wins. The other thing is be patient, you guys. Not just with YouTube and growing a business, but even just individual videos. I showed you Shelby's video that took several months to take off. And I also showed you a video here on my channel that has taken off so fast, that 164K video. And I just looked at the revenue on that one. It was already $1,000, which is so crazy. And the other thing I want to show you here is let's go into this video so I can show you again. I thought this video was a dud. I remember posting the thumbnail on Instagram stories and asking for opinions because I had never made thumbnails like this. Oh, and a little side note, the click-through rate on this thumbnail is terrible. It's like 2 or 3%, but yet it's doing remarkably well. So sometimes we talk about thumbnails are so important, and yes, they are, but apparently at some point it doesn't really matter. But the other thing too is I have so many videos on my channel that it changes the data in a lot of ways, because if you have some thumbnails that have like a 0.1% click-through rate and a 9%, that can really start to skew the data. But let's go to analytics here, and I want to go into this video because I want to show you the importance of patience. Okay, so this video, July 24th, no, let's go back here. I put this video out like April 21st, April, May, June, July. Oh, here we go in July. So guys, that was like April, May, June, almost 4 months, 3 to 4 months. So I call it 3-month magic. I think what happens is you start to accumulate so much watch time under your video. And I think it has to, this is just my theory. It reaches a certain threshold and then YouTube will start to pick it up, put it into suggested. And then this is the sort of graph that you get. All right, I hope that you found this video helpful. I have put my heart and soul into it, and I get emotional because these are all things that I've just been plugging away in for the past 2 years on top of my full-time job. I've made this my life as well as my family, and I thank my family for supporting me in my crazy wild dreams. And at this point, I think they just know when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to make it happen, because I'm not letting my own thinking and my own doubt and lack of confidence to get in the way anymore. So, and I hope to help others do the same, because when you can, you truly become unstoppable. So I hope that you consider subscribing for my weekly newsletter. Subscribe, thumbs up. I wish you the most success in your life. And if you do have success, let me know. That brings me a ton of joy, more than money, numbers, but knowing that I changed another human being's life. And that's why I became a mental health professional in the first place. But now I get to do it in this really amazing, creative way that I think I was placed on this earth to do. So I appreciate you. I love you, and take care.